how to be so disciplined, people think you're a robot. So the first thing you're going to do if you want to be super duper disciplined is to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning and work out, journal, stretch, make a healthy breakfast, and then start working immediately. Not. You think that being disciplined is, being the person who wakes up at 5 a.m. and does all these things, but behind discipline is your why. Why do you want to be disciplined, and in what areas? Because I can be super disciplined in playing video games every single day, if that was my job. Showing up to practice video games for hours and hours a day because I'm a professional esports player. But for another person, that could look very undisciplined, very sloppy, because their main job is probably a farmer. So they play video games every day and they don't actually do the farming. So define what areas are important to you, and I'd pick 5 areas, and then decide what you're going to do to get more disciplined, to get more progress in that area. Because at the end of the day, the reason we're trying to be disciplined is because we want to see progress, we want to see results, and then we want to manage this precious life that we've been given in a healthy way. So, number 1 is to list down your top 5 areas that you want to be disciplined at, and then tackle all of them at once. Not really. Then pick one area and then start on that. Figure out which habits you want to get disciplined in. Start with the easiest one and then do that and stay consistent, because that's what discipline is all about, being consistent. You build the muscle, you build the confidence to be consistent in other areas of your life. And then you don't want to bombard your brain with all these random things. Like, it's important, yes, you have these 5 areas. You want to be good maybe at finance, at health, at relationships, at spiritual stuff, but you can't do it all at once. You only have one brain. Our brain is not good at multitasking as much as you'd think. So pick one area, focus on that, and then hold. Because the tendency of most people is to start something, do well in it, then take the attention off it and do something else, then start ruining the other thing. That's why you'll find some people, they make millions of dollars a year, but then they ruin their health. They stop sleeping, they stop eating well. So you need to learn how to hold. Every time you accomplish something and then you want to go to the next thing, hold the pose. I like to call it holding the pose. So when I realize that I'm sabotaging some other area because I'm focusing on another area, I hold the pose. Another way you can improve your self-discipline is to hang out with undisciplined people, so you can see what you don't want to do. You'll see them, being sloppy and not having their priorities straight and focusing on anything other than what they're actually supposed to do. So when you see that, and you don't have to do it all the time, just go and see once. You'll be like, ooh, I don't want that. I don't want that to be my life. I don't want the consequences of being indisciplined. So that's another way. Another way is parent yourself, because listen, it's actually a disadvantage to you if you had really strict parents, because the discipline was external. You never actually learned to govern yourself. So that's why you'll find a lot of people who grew up in strict environment go ballistic when they are left to their own devices, because that external discipline is removed and they start to associate discipline negatively. So what you need to do is return your mind that discipline isn't actually a bad thing, and then you become the gentle but firm parent to yourself, rather than associating discipline as this negative thing. So just letting yourself run loose. And then another way to be disciplined is to read. Reading will enrich your mind. If all that's in your mind is the soap operas you've been watching all year, then of course you're not going to be disciplined, because you don't know how. You've never read a book in your life. about how the mind works, about how the world works. So why would you want to be disciplined? Perhaps you didn't even know there's an option. For example, I was reading a book about wealth, and it was saying that true wealth isn't even the spending, because the media portrays rich people as just spending money, buying big cars, buying big houses, and all that. But true wealth is keeping money. It's the money you don't spend. Being rich is the money you don't spend. And that was mind-blowing to me, because I was like, how much would I not know this if I just kept looking at what the media tells me? They're like, this is the rich lifestyle. No, that is rich. That is spending. Okay, what is wealth is what they don't spend, and it's obvious, but at the same time, it's not obvious. Another way is, if you want to be disciplined, is to have routines. Yeah, it's not a metaphor, but you kind of have to be like a robot. There are certain things that need to be so automatic you don't think about it, like the way when you learn how to tie your shoes, that becomes so automatic you don't think about it. That's the beauty of routines. You can release that mental space when you have the routine down. So have morning, afternoon, night routines, and that will save your mind a lot of space, and you appear as a very disciplined person, while in real sense you have just automated things that people don't want to do. Another way to be disciplined is to learn to love yourself, because if you truly loved yourself, you would make sure that you're gonna be okay. And the best part about self-discipline is that it makes time your friend, because you know that I am doing things that will benefit my future self. I'm working out now so that I'm healthy later. I'm doing these things now. They don't have instant gratification, but later I'm gonna be so happy that I did this, because I love myself, because I appreciate myself. And then another way to be really disciplined is to have things that make you feel good, because at the end of the day, not all disciplines feel good. Okay, it's gonna feel, at least at the beginning, it's gonna feel like a chore and hard, and I don't wanna freaking do this, I just wanna relax. That's why you're gonna have to have things, okay, I call them soul foods, that you can pick out throughout the day that make you feel good, that are kind of like a reward, that make you feel like, wow, life's worth living. I'm not just being a robot now, I'm actually being a human, I'm relaxing. It's small things. It's like being in nature, it's watching your favorite comedian, it's stretching. It would be nice if you chose healthier things to do that make you feel good. Your outfit, make sure there are many tiny things that compound, so throughout the day you have these constant reminders of, wow, I love this thing, I love this thing. You're surrounded by things you love, so your reality is love. So it kind of balances out, because science has even shown that it's not that you need to get rid of negative emotions, it's just that you need more positive emotions than negative emotions, more access to positive emotions. And the way that you do that is to fill your life with awesome things that you love. Like I painted my nails, and whenever I look at them, I feel really good. And then I also have cute stationery at work, and I have the phone case that I like it has like glitter on the back that moves, like a liquid phone case, things like that. I make sure I surround my environment with things that I love. And another tip is to make an avatar. Okay, this is scientifically proven. Read a book called Super Better and you'll figure it out. Make an avatar of your ideal self. Like if you were to make a sim, like a game character who would live your ideal life, what kind of character traits would you want them to have? How would they dress? Things like that. Just building up this person who has discipline, who's like a version of you that exists, immediately makes you more likely to be disciplined. Another thing is to start journaling and doing inner work. Start being grateful for things. Like I said, we need to raise our ability to access positive emotions, so that even if you're doing things that are hard, you still have like a cookie jar, a place where you can access those good things. So it balances the negative with the positive. So I have an inner work journal. e-journal, right? A manifestation affirmation e-journal where you can journal on your gratitude and your intention for the day and your affirmations for the day. And then once you have these three things throughout the day, it helps you to be more disciplined because one, you're in a high vibration, you have access to those positive emotions. So even though you do hard things, it makes it seem easy, and then you have a very crystal clear picture of your intentions. Remember, we said we have certain areas of your life you want to start with. Do that and focus on it. And then, you know, affirmations. This is going to help reprogram your mind into believing that you are that disciplined person. If you're interested, check the link in the description. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Here's to becoming a more disciplined you in 2024. Bye.